Chelsea fans, let's face it, winning the Premier League is every club's dream, but for Chelsea this season, it's not looking likely. Despite the moments of brilliance we've had since the start of this season, mistakes are beginning to show, and Chelsea's inexperience is actually starting to cost us. Before we get started, I want to make one thing clear. This isn't about bashing the team. We've seen flashes of promise. We know we have a squad that is full of potential, but then the Premier League is the toughest competition in the world. And to win it, you need more than just potential. You need to be able to get good results and get them consistently. One must have the ability to play whichever style the opposition wants to play and must have the maturity to dictate games. In this video, I'll break down the key reasons why I think Chelsea are not title contenders. So let's dive in. Let's start with Enzo Maresca. We need to have uncomfortable discussions about him. Now, don't get me wrong, Maresca has done some great things in Chelsea, and I don't think there's any manager that could have done what he has done in the period of time he has been here. His tactical decisions earlier this season won us games. His substitutions always made sense because he was addressing areas that we lacked during the game, often turning the tide in our favor. But in recent games, he has not been making these exact right decisions. I'm not a coach of any sort. I'm only saying this as a fan. Maresca's choice of starters has been somewhat questionable. And even the substitutions don't even make impact like they used to. And after the games we played against Everton, Fulham, and now Ipswich, it seems to me like Enzo Maresca is finding it difficult to adapt. Hear me out. We've always struggled against low blocks. I believe this is the reason we got players like Joao Felix and Sancho, because of their ability to play in tight spaces and to break down defenses. But then it's been 6 months and we are still looking clueless against sides like that. And look, it has cost us points already. Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Everton, and now Ipswich. That's about 9 points already. Look, everyone hates to play against low blocks. But think of top coaches that have won the Premier League in the past few years. They have different ideas, different ways to approach the games, and solutions to whatever they are faced with. You can't keep doing the same thing and be expecting a different result. See, the thing is, Enzo Maresca has shown us how good he is, and we've bought into that dream. So Enzo Maresca needs to adapt. Next, let's talk about the players. Winning the Premier League requires individual players who can take control of games. Think back to the days of Eden Hazard, Willian, Pedro. These were players who could single-handedly win games for Chelsea. But right now, Chelsea's squad is packed with young and inexperienced talent. Although we've seen glimpses of brilliance from the likes of Palmer, Sancho, and even Noni Madueke.
What do you mean by that?
Cole Palmer in particular has been the most consistent of the lot. But here's the problem. Consistency across the whole season is what separates the good players from title winning players. To be fair, no player can score or assist in every single game. But my point is, we need more than just one player who can step up and take responsibility. Still on Palmer, he is exceptional when he's given the freedom to play his football. But what happens when he's man-marked or when he's isolated? Or maybe he's just having a bad day. Chelsea struggle. We struggle to score. We struggle to create chances. The lack of experienced game changers is massively holding us back. Again, when an important player like Palmer is zeroed out of the game, the entire system falls apart. Things get frustrating because the whole team has become too reliant on Cole Palmer, therefore making us too predictable to play. I mean, you block off Cole Palmer and suddenly 80% of Chelsea's attack is off. Now, we're not just predictable in terms of general performance, but also individual plays. Look at Noni Madueke, for example. For the most of this season, his go-to move has been to beat the defenders with his pace, try to make outside runs, and then cross the ball or find a cutback. Well, this has worked in a few situations, but it is frustrating to watch because you already know what this guy is going to do with the ball. I mean, even opponents too have figured it out because they already know what to expect. But to his credit, Noni has shown some improvements recently. He has added crosses to his games, which have been effective. But here's the bigger issue and my point. The whole team lacks dynamism. We are too predictable. And in the Premier League, the last thing you want is for your opposition to know what exactly you're going to do next. Finally, even if we had all the attacking brilliance in the world, our defense still has lapses. And even our goalkeeping situation sometimes is less than convincing. This sounded like a joke, but truly, title winning teams don't sleep like Cucurella did. I hate to be disrespectful, but title winning teams don't play players like Disasi in their defense. Title winning teams are solid, they are organized, and they rarely make costly errors. But for Chelsea, with the players we have in this position, we are not yet there. These defensive issues combined with our lack of experience and predictability actually means even finishing top four is going to take a whole lot of effort from us. So where does this leave us? It is clear that Chelsea are not ready to win the Champions League battle. It is clear that Chelsea are not ready to win the Premier League, at least not yet. We don't have the required experience, nor do we even have the caliber of players to do so. But the foundation is there. We have a talented squad and we have a manager with potential. But again, until we address the issues with our man management, with our tactical flexibility, and even our player consistency, we still can't consider ourselves title contenders. That said, this season is not about winning the league, it's about building for the future. If we can secure a top four finish, develop our youngsters, and give Maresca time to grow this squad, believe me, Chelsea will be in every title conversation. So, what do you think, Chelsea fans? Do you agree with these points, or do you still think we are title contenders? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. My name is Yomide, and I'll see you in the next one.